Hey YouTube, we are back with another mail day. This is where I'm going to show you guys what I'm picking up, and I'm going to tell you why. So let's get into it. Hey guys, all right, so I went ahead and I took everything out of the packages for you. I got everything lined up here so I can go through everything with you guys in order from start to finish. By the way, if you guys are watching this, if you guys like videos like this, if you could go ahead and hit that like button or the subscribe button, that would be really, really helpful to me in building the channel. But without further ado, let's get started. So the first one I'm picking up, Dustin May. Now this is a PSA 10. Okay, it's a pink refractor. In the last video I had the X-fractor, which I think there was only 57 of those. There is 171 currently of the pink refractor as well. Now, in my last video I might have gone over a little bit more about why I really like Dustin May, but I'll go over some of it again. Let's see. So his ERA for his career is 2.93. His strikeouts per 9 innings pitched is around 13, I believe. His strikeouts to walk is around 4 or 5 strikeouts per walk. He was in the Dodgers starting rotation. Because of Tommy John surgery, his prices have really gone down. I think I picked this one up for around 35, 40 bucks, I think, with shipping. I think Dustin May is somebody you can definitely pick up and hold until next year and sell if you want to, or if you want to pick up Dustin May for your personal collection, for your PC, I think now is a good time to do that and get in on Dustin May because his prices are low. So it's a great time to get in on him. All right, moving on. Let's see, I'm gonna try and slide this guy in there so I don't give anything away. All right, let's see, who do we have next? Larry Walker. So I like this card. I'm probably going to talk about this a little bit, this set, because this 1990 Donruss set, they made 5 million, maybe more than 5 million of these cards. But the problem was they rushed them out and they just kept pumping them out and pumping them out so much that now all of these cards are all off center. They're all a mess. They're really, really difficult to get PSA 10s in. So this is a Larry Walker rookie card, I believe, for Donruss. Hall of Famer, PSA 10. I think there's only 96 of these. There's only 96 out of 5 million cards that they made. There's less than 100 PSA 10s. Now this one, I think I actually got for $83. But I think it's a solid investment. It's something that's only going to go up. Larry Walker's, record only speaks for himself. In the Hall of Fame, definitely worth picking up if you guys can get it, because I think over the years people are going to start to realize, wow, they made 5 million of them and there's less than 100 PSA 10s. I mean, obviously there might be more as time goes on and people keep submitting them, but people have been having these cards in their closet since 1990. I don't see that many more PSA 10s coming out since these cards are over 30 years old now. So I think this is a solid pickup, and that's why I picked one up myself. If you guys like Larry Walker or collecting Hall of Famers, this might be a good pickup for you as well. All right, let's see. Who is the next guy? Who is the next one? Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette, PSA 10. All these are slabbed, by the way. Bo Bichette, PSA 10, base card of the 2020 Topps. This is the paper. Slab Stocks was talking about this in their video. This card I picked up for $42. At the time, this was the lowest purchase of this card. With that said, I think you guys can definitely go out there and try and get some Bo Bichette for around the same price. If you can get this card already slabbed for 25, 30 bucks, 40, 50 even. I wouldn't go too much higher than that, but I think if you're somewhere in the $40 to $45 range on this card, I think that's a steal. I mean, the price of getting the card graded at this point is $25 to get the card graded. So I think you're definitely winning if you can pick up a card like this. Bo Bichette, rookie card, already graded, PSA 10, you're winning in that scenario. Keep in mind, there are a lot of these. I think there's already like 7,000 of them. So this is just going to be going to my PC. I already have his Sapphire rookie as well, and I happen to like Bo Bichette. I think his prices are down because he's overshadowed by Vladimir Guerrero, and I think it's a great chance to get some Bo Bichette if you want. I think he's got a really bright career ahead of him. All right, moving on. Got some bigger stuff coming down here. So I've been talking about this guy for a little bit, and I am excited to reveal, finally picking up Pete Alonso. BGS 9.5 out of 10. This is a 2019 Topps Chrome autograph of Pete Alonso. Now I got this one for $100. $100. Now you can pick up his PSA 10s for around $25 right now, which I think is a complete steal. In the last 3 years, no one has hit more home runs than Pete Alonso. He started playing in 2019. He's got over 100 home runs right now. And in the year 2020, as we all know, it was COVID. And I think he only had like 16 home runs that year, where he normally probably would have hit, anywhere from 30 to 50, I'm guessing. So somebody definitely to keep in mind right now. I think he's extremely undervalued and definitely worth picking up if you can get it. Not many people are paying attention to his cards right now, and it's a great chance to get in and buy some for a low price. These next two cards, I've wanted in my collection for so long. I don't see myself giving them up, possibly ever. They hold a special place in my heart, and I will go over with you why. So I started collecting cards pretty much in the 90s, and I know this set is pretty ugly in a lot of people's minds, but it is one of my favorites. Again, with these cards, the 1990 Donruss, over 5 million of them were made. It is so difficult to get a PSA 10. And Ken Griffey Jr. was the man. He was the absolute man when he played, and he's in the Hall of Fame now. He's still the man, but this guy, he was a one-man wrecking crew when he played. So I loved watching him play, and I was just so happy to get this card in a PSA 10. Again, out of the 5 million, there are 317 of these PSA 10 1990 Donruss Ken Griffey Jr. cards. I picked this card up for, I think, around 85, 90 bucks. I mean, if you think about it, every year now they're coming out with these, Bowman Chrome autos where there's 500 of them, and then there's all the different variations and everything. They didn't have that back then. They just had this one card, and they made 5 million of them, but there's only 317 10s. So I'm very, very happy to have this. Definitely putting this in my PC, and I'm going to keep it there for a very, very, very long time. Now, if you remember that set, you remember there was another card that came out. Ken Griffey Jr. was number 4. That is going to be the Diamond Kings Ken Griffey Jr. So this one is even more rare. So many of these cards have been miscut, off-centered, errors. They're just a mess. So it's been so difficult to get PSA 10s in this card. The pop count on this one, 1990 Donruss, Ken Griffey Jr., Diamond Kings, is 75. There's 75 PSA 10s of this card, and I am so happy to have this in my collection. I paid a little over $250 for this. But again, this is something that I'm considering a very, very long-term investment. It's going to hang out with me for a very long time. If you guys can get one for around that price, I think you should do it, because a couple months ago, these were going for around $1,000. A couple months ago, when the market spiked, this one was going for around 300, and this one was going for around 1,000. Right now, the prices have dropped by about 30. They're at about 30% of what they were. So I got this one for a little over $250. Got this one for about 90 something with tax and shipping. So if you guys can get these and you're interested in Ken Griffey Jr., now's the time. I mean, just understanding the pop count having so much to do with the prices and everything, I think they're great pickups. So anyway, those are my picks for today. I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know how I did. Let me know if there's any guys that you are investing in, and please guys go ahead and hit that follow button. I would love your opinion on everything, and let's just build the conversation. I mean, this is a hobby here, and I would love to know who you guys are collecting, and I'll go over who I'm collecting, and let's just build from there. All right. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you on the next one.